See, the interesting part about us humans is that we never really, everything that we're given, we take for granted. You suddenly say, oh my God, my life is so blessed. Even with the pain that's in it, because there's always going to be pain in life. It's just an amazing life.
Yeah.
Interestingly, your brain is capable of anything. But if you leave it uncontrolled, its tendency, its instinct is to look for what's wrong. But that's until you take charge. If you take charge, that little voice in your head, I basically say it's like your computer, it's like your device. You can tell it what to do and it will do it. And once you start to take charge, that machine can be instructed to look for what's right. I have this very simple exercise when my brain tells me something wrong about anything.
Okay.
I ask for 9 other good things about the situation.
You often say that happiness is a choice.
Totally a choice. Life is treating me bad. No, life is treating everyone bad, occasionally, right? I don't have to really go out of my way to do my homework to be happy, or to do my homework to be fit, or to do my homework to make my relationship work well. And there is an interesting comfort in that. It's like I don't need to do anything about it because there is nothing to be done about it. It's the responsibility of life and not me.
Yep.
But that's not true. From the time, take any negative emotion, take anger, for example. From the time an event triggers you, to the time you're flooded with stress hormones, to the time you take a reaction or you don't, to the time the hormones are flooded out of your body, is 90 seconds. That's it. You can't hold your anger. That over physiological response is 90 seconds. So I asked her and I said, so Jill, what does that mean? Why do people stay angry for years? And she said they regenerate it every 90 seconds.
Oh, wow.
So every 90 seconds, you have the ability to say, your body is saying, okay, here is a buffer. Do you need me to be, is there still a threat? Should I still be stressed? Okay? And you go like, yeah, but my partner said this. And you get angry again and again and again for 90 seconds. And for most of us, we're so creative. So, your partner says something hurtful on a Friday. On Saturday, you say, he must be cheating on me. On Sunday, you say, all the things I do for them, but, they don't do for me. And you can make it much worse. We're very, very creative every 90 seconds. Because isn't it bad enough to have been abused? Isn't it bad enough that you broke up? Isn't it bad enough that you lost someone that you love? Do you want to stay there? Or do you want to make the choice to make it slightly better? And I think that still counts as a choice. Even if it doesn't get you to absolute happiness, which nobody is ever at, it still counts as a choice. Genuine happiness is that calm and peaceful contentment you feel when you're okay with life as it is. Doesn't matter what life is, but when you're okay with it, that's the feeling we look for. This is the feeling you feel when you're sitting on a little river somewhere in the middle of nature, and you don't have access to your phone or to data network, so no bosses' emails and no bosses' phone calls and no Instagram posts to annoy you, and right. Yeah. And what's your state? Then you have that calm and peace, and you tell yourself, I wish I can stay here longer. Or you're supposed to have 2 modes of operation as a machine, as a human machine for survival. One of them is in a state of stress, fight or flight or freeze, and that you're flooded with hormones, stress hormones, and you're trying to become superhuman to escape a threat or to deal with a challenge. That state is important for your survival. It's also complemented with another state when the tiger has run away, or you manage to escape it, or you beat it in the nose and the tiger fell down, or whatever you did heroically. You're in a state now where all of the adrenaline rushes out of your body, all of your cortisol flushes away, and you sit back to do what? To do the opposite of that state. In that state, your stomach stops to digest food. All of your blood is directed to your muscles and your brain and to your eyesight. You no longer have the ability to do other important critical functions properly. So when you're in calm and peace, what is happening really is you're being told, I need that other time to digest my food, to rest my body, to replenish my muscles, to reflect, to sleep, and so on. Now, when we define happiness as that calm and peaceful contentment, when you're in that state, your body is actually flooded with serotonin. And serotonin, even though the internet will tell you that there are 4 happiness hormones, No, my view is that the only happiness hormone is serotonin, is that calm and peaceful contentment, and serotonin actually is a calmer. It basically tells your body everything's safe. Okay, I've scanned the world around me. Hold it, rest, relax. Enjoy the calm, enjoy the quiet. Fun, on the other hand, pleasure, elation, excitement, all of those other wonderful emotions as well. They're very positive emotions. They're dopamine driven. Okay, so when your survival, the survival of the species, for example, depends on reproduction, procreation. So sex feels very good, right? And because it feels very good, and you've been trying to get that girl to be with you for a while, and then suddenly she's interested in you, and oh my God, the dopamine hit that you get, it's like, that's amazing. That's the best feeling I've ever felt. And dopamine is an excitatory. What it's doing is it's telling you, do more, do more, do more. And in our nature of fun and pleasure and so on, we keep chasing it. So you have a tough week at work, you go to a party, you jump up and down, music, a couple of drinks, and you're just constantly hitting yourself with rewards, this feels good. And two things happen. One is your brain receptors down-regulate for the dopamine. They say, okay, hold on. The baseline is a lot of dopamine, so I'm going to keep that baseline and I'm going to look for more. So that's why you see people go from a party to a wilder party, go from running on the treadmill to jumping out of an airplane, right? You're trying to have more dopamine so you feel it. That's number one. Number two is dopamine gets depleted so quickly that when you run out of it, you want more and more, like a drug addict. You literally get addicted to dopamine. And I always said that one of the biggest reasons why people suffered so much in lockdown is because we deprived them of their dopamine supply. Okay, we told people, hold on. You can't drown your unhappiness in parties and fun and distractions. You're going to have to sit with yourself for a while. Listen to your brain saying something is wrong. The question is there anything wrong with fun? Okay, not always. There is sometimes something wrong with fun and sometimes not. So if fun is your escape from a state of my mind is not calm. I have all of those things pending, but I'm just going to play for a while.
Yeah.
You're using fun as a painkiller. It's like I have a headache, and the answer to the headache is I'll pop a couple of pills.
Yeah.
Right? And then the minute the effect of the painkiller goes away, literally exactly like you described it, the minute you're done playing, you're still drained, you're still, and your brain immediately goes like, well, I have to do this, I have to do that. Are you numbing me?
Yeah.
And numbing me is what really fun does in that space. But if you're already peaceful and calm and you found that state of contentment, and then you add fun to it, it's like a supplement. It's like taking a vitamin. It's like my life is already stable, it's already okay, I'm on a good foundation, and I'm just going to have a good time on top of that. And we add drama to the emotions. I call it pain on demand.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, it's Netflix of unhappiness. It's like, okay, remember that, when the bully told me something in school 14 years ago. Let me play that again and tell myself I'm not worth it, and I'm not big enough, and I'm not good enough, and I'm not. And I can tell that story for 27 years to go if I want. Interestingly, there is no more bully. And most of us don't keep that context. Most of us think a threat in the past is worth thinking about for the rest of our life. Misleading, because the answer should be, if there is a threat today, let me look at it today and see if it's still there.
Yeah.
And if it is, can I do something about it?
Absolutely.
You are born a millionaire. Okay? Each and every one of us is born with somewhere around 500,000 hours of life, of active life. Okay? Each one of those hours, if you multiply them by 60 minutes, each one of those minutes, you have now 30 million minutes, right? You're a millionaire already. Every minute that you use, you're exchanging that minute for something else.
Yeah.
So your asset, your only asset, is 30 million minutes. Life either wants you to learn or wants you to change direction.